Yeah, I mean, we're always working on different things and routes, and every year you change and evolve. And I mean, part of it's just playing together as long as we have, and as many opportunities to grow from experience that we've had on the field are really important. It's helpful for everybody. You know, it's just a lot of times being out there and kind of seeing how things go and making corrections and learning from them and recall. And we, after practice today, working on some things. So it's trust, it's dependability, and then it's ability to execute under pressure when it matters the most. And I think that's how you gain it from your fellow teammates, but how you gain it from the coaches too. And the coaches want to put the best players in the positions to succeed as well. So that's what we're trying to do all year. And the more guys that are dependable and consistent, the better the team is. And I think that's a process, and that's what we're always trying to work on. It's going to be an emotional environment. I think everyone, whenever you play some of the best teams, you want to see where you're measured up to. And that defense has been ranked very high all last year, and I could see why. We practiced against them. They're very good. They got a lot of very talented players. Some of the guys that are probably the best at their position. So it's going to be a great environment for football. 4:30 game, so everyone's going to be watching. It should be a really great game for us to go out and see what we're made of. Yeah, I think I think it raises everybody's game as long as it doesn't get to the point where you do something stupid. So, I mean, I think emotion in football is critical, and I think you have to have the energy and emotion because it's not. I mean, it's a game of poise certainly, but it's also a game of just cutting it loose, and that's got to be a lot of confidence. A lot of trust in the people that are next to you, so you can go be really free of what you're doing to go, play a very anticipatory sport. So you just can't wait for things to happen. If you wait for it to happen, it's too late. You always got to anticipate, and playing with energy and enthusiasm are all part of the game. He's a great player. Yeah, he's very talented, big, fast, very rare talents, rare abilities, size, speed. They match him up with the top receiver from time to time, and he holds his own versus everybody. So he's a great young player. Well, we got him, basically at the end of training camp last year. So I think that's a tough position to be in, and it's hard to really contribute a lot when you don't have the confidence to know what you should really do. And he did the best he could all year, and he was out there as often as he can. He battled through some things, and made some real critical plays when we needed them. Made a real critical play in the AFC Championship game on the flea flicker, and then played almost the whole Super Bowl. 2.5 quarters. So he's done a great job, and he continues to do the right thing, be in the right place, be out there every day, be available, and just gain trust from his teammates and his coaches. Well, I think it's great to get the win. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. I don't think you'd expect to be perfect out there. You just have to be better than the other team, especially early in the year, because you really don't know what you're made of. You don't know really what the other teams are made of. You haven't been able to study too much. It's a very small sample size. So, I mean, I know we're going to be correcting things all the way to the end of the season. But, the more things we can do consistently well, I think the more we're going to produce. And the better we produce, the more points we score. The more points we score, the better chance we have to win. So that's where it comes from for me.